Okay, so I decided finally what I'm going to do about the hinges. So I'm just going to kind of keep it simple and do what I've done in the past when I had to create a hinge. And I've done that with just a piece of muslin. So that's what I'm going to do. I cut a strip. I believe it was about an inch. I think it was an inch wide. Yeah, inch wide. And then an inch and a half long. And before I cut it up, I painted it, and this I did in black. Hi, Sherry. I painted it in black. And so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of it here in the front. Oopsie. Problems already. I'm going to do some here in the front and then wrap it around onto the side. And once it's all stabilized, hopefully, then that will create my hinge. And then, hey, Johnny, she's taking a break. And then on top of right here, then I'll go ahead and put some of the metal. So that way, I think it'll work. Have you been watching, Johnny? Do you know what I'm doing? Do you know what I'm doing at all? Okay, so then it was suggested the pull could be a little bulb. So that's what I did. I put the bulb there and I wrapped it with some wire. Then I cut a little hole back here, ran it through the hole, and secured it that way. I know, I figured you don't know what's going on. That's okay. Surprises are good. Anyway, yeah, I put together this it started off just to show how things do kind of morph. This is what we started off the plan to do. I got the picture off of Pinterest. Then I tried to figure out how to put it together. Then I made up a mock one and did it with some of the, it's not finished or anything. It's just the basic look so we'd know what we're making. And I did it with, you know, some of the jelly prints we had done together the week before and put those in there. And then there's going to be something in there. I'm not sure what yet, but it'll be something. It'll be something. So then we progressed from there, and I decided I didn't want this sitting on the ground. I wanted it sitting on something else. So I created this little platform, and this obviously took on the industrial look. So I created the little platform, and it has a little drawer. And then this, once I get it all finished, is going to sit up here. So it's going to be like that. And then this lights up, and that's Tesla there with his electrical gizmo stuff. And then on the side, we have a light bulb. Well, I kind of sort of see it on the camera. And then, so I was figuring out the hinge because when you open up, you've got him. So there was a lot of, yeah, fiddling. There was a lot of fiddling here going on. So I decided, because it's just kind of progressing on its own. Now that I know what I need to do, I would do it different, but I got to deal with what I've got right now. And so I have reverted to the ever so dependable cloth hinge. And so I'll put that on there here and here. And then on the top, I'll put some kind of the metal that we've got working with. So it just won't look like a piece of, you know, cloth hinge. And we'll go ahead and then we'll move from there. But hey, Janet. So that's what we're doing. So let me turn the light off. Yeah, I decided on the cloth hinge, Janet. I think that will serve its purpose. So I'm going to put this over here. And of course, when I do the hinge, I have to be sure about the window and all that. So I'll probably put it kind of sort of in the middle, maybe right here, flopping over there. That's what I'm guessing. So to keep this in place, let me put a little piece of tape on this side so that it won't be bouncing all over the place. Just let me line that up. Get some of the stickiness off of this so it doesn't tear my paper. Okay, that should keep it in place for a while. Maybe. Because, you know, nothing here is as square as it should be. But we'll work with it. Okay, glue. Glue time. Ooh, internet in the studio. Hello. That means fun time. Okay, so put that right there. My place is a mess, and I've been in here for how many years? If you figure out a way to eliminate the mess, please let me know. I eliminate it, and then I just start a whole new one. It's because of the kits. I think if I just was working on a project, I could keep it kind of in order. But when I gotta have all that stuff strewn all over the place, trying to put a kit together, and then actually putting it together, oh lordy, talk about a mess. Oopsie, that didn't stick too well. Okay, let's let that dry a little bit before we start fiddling on that. Brenda. Okay, let's let that dry a little bit. And maybe while we're letting that dry, I'll figure out the metal I'm going to put on top of up here. Maybe, just maybe, a little piece of that somewhere. That might look kind of cool. Let's see. I'm not really sure exactly if I want to cover the whole thing, or I'm not exactly sure. You know, I'm never exactly sure. So let's just cut a strip and we'll go from there. It's cold again today. It's been raining all day long. The creepy rain, you know, where it's just drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. I might have to put a little bit more alcohol ink on there. I don't know. Okay, let's see. So if I measure that, maybe right there like that, maybe kind of, sort of. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe something like that. Or maybe just covering that part up. I'm not sure. I got to think about that. Maybe. If I put it on all four corners, it won't look so goofy. I'm going to have to think about that. All right, that's a thought. That's a thought. So let me put the glue down on the bottom part of this hinge now. Yeah, there's that storm. It started off Texas. We got a portion of it. There's supposed to be some bad weather in Louisiana tonight. They're saying they're going to get some possibility of bad tornadoes. And then continue along the south till it gets to Florida. Oopsie, stop it. All of this is so delicate, you guys. It keeps moving around. It looks substantial, but you know, when you're just dealing with cardboard, you got to be careful. Okay. Ooh, Brenda's getting storage shed. Fun time. Brenda's got so much good, cool stuff. She just has to walk her property. She's got cool stuff. All right, I'm gonna let that glue. And then we're going to put it on the base, and then, except for letting things dry, guys, this thing's going to be pretty much done unless I want to, you know, do something else to it. I don't know what, but I'm sure I can figure out. I'm sure I can figure out more things to add to this crazy thing. But that's what it's all about, just adding and adding, getting all these layers, and then it comes out, starts getting cooler and cooler. All right, so let me put a little bit of tape here, some glue, and then try and center this so that it's in the proper spot. Whoa! Well, they turn on and they don't turn on. There's no real, I mean, I don't have real electricity, but I did wrap the lights around the bulbs so that last night we had it with the lights off. It won't be as dramatic because it's daylight. Although it's kind of gloomy out there, it might be as dramatic. Oh, it is dramatic still. Hello. Yeah. So you can see Tesla down there with his big electrical thing. And then when you open it up. Oopsie. It's not dry, but we'll do it anyway. Let's see what it looks like. Then you've got that. And then you also, like I mentioned before, you can see, whoops, you can see the filament light up from the side. This is a lot of fun. Hey Linda, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Anyway, so there you go. Oops, get the tape off. Get the tape off, Rosemary. And then when it's on its pedestal and you have it sitting down somewhere on a shelf or something, it'll look pretty cool. Okay, let me put the lights back on. So what I did is because this is a caboodle kit, and what I did is, because I had no idea what people would want to make theirs out of, I just had them, I have the basic kit with a whole bunch of crazy stuff in there. And then if you had a theme you wanted to follow, then I threw a bunch of stuff in there that would go with the theme. So most people ask for Asian stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how they put that all together. All right, so that's going to hopefully stay there. So let's put some glue and some tape up here. No, she's working. I don't, when I come on at odd times, I don't even tell her. I figure if she gets a notification and she's not busy, she'll show up. Knowing her, she's snoozing right now with the dogs. She's probably snoozing. They're supposed to have the storms today, too. They were under some kind of, well, we were under a high wind advisory. I think they were under tornado watch or something. Okay, glue time. Glue time. I'm going to put enough glue on this too, because it's a little top heavy. We got to make sure it sticks. Uh-oh, Linda's on tornado watch too. And I got to see this from the side and the back. Make sure it's in the middle. Put a little pressure on there for a second. And then to stabilize these hinges after it's dry, then I'm going to put another hinge on the inside with the fabric so it will have a little more stability, so it won't just be kind of flapping in the wind. Uh-oh, explosion. I haven't had the news on or anything. Due to the weather, Johnny, is that what you're saying? Okay. There he is. I'm going to have to name him soon, too. Whoops. See, now it's sliding. Okay, I can't do that. Let me get it back in place, and I got to leave it alone. His name is going to be Slip and Slide if I don't watch it. Let me get it back straight again. Whoops, where's my switch? There's the switch. Okay. Leave it alone, Rosemary. Leave it alone. Okay, let me go put it over here where it's not going to fall over or get hit or whatever. All right, so now that I kind of sort of figured out, bye, Johnny. So now that I kind of sort of know how to put all this together and the issues that I came up with and things I should have done different, I'm going to make something now a little bit different, but based on the same thing. I'm going to make a platform like I did on that one. And I don't know the measurements yet right now. But then after I do the platform, I'm basically going to make the platform for the Frida doll that we made, 2 years ago or something? Hassan, how are you doing? Yeah, we're here at a normal time. How about that? Anyway, so I'm going to make a platform to accommodate her, which obviously is going, this whole gizmo is going to be pretty big because she just standing on nothing. She is 12, whoops. She's about 15 inches from the bottom to the top. So what I'm going to do, just so you know what the plan is, let me show you kind of, sort of. Oh, it's during the day, Hassan, over here. It's like 5 o'clock my time. A lot of people are still at work or with the kids or cooking supper. They're not used to me coming on at this time. So they're busy doing their thing. I just came on real quick because I needed to glue something and I'm showing them how to put it together. So I didn't want to miss a step. So that's why we're here right now with not everybody. Okay, so what I want to do, okay, so I'm going to have, it's going to be a platform, some kind of platform, and then, she's going to be kind of tall, and I want to create 3 panels. I'm not really kind of, totally sure of the shape yet, but well, they're probably going to connect, so that looks stupid there already. But anyway, so I'm going to create 3 panels. This one, right now in my head, and it could change because you saw how this that we put together changed every time I did something. Oh, thanks, Hassan. So this one's going to be stationary, and I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know. These might be connected to here, but they'll be movable. So that if you wanted, the that piece to kind of engulf her as opposed to it being flat, it could kind of come this way, kind of sort of. Again, I don't have the full idea of what I'm doing, but just to give you guys a heads up about where we're going to be going. Not sure how we're going to get there, but you know. So that's next. So I don't have the pattern yet. I've got to take all my measurements and figure out exactly the proportions and kind of sort of get that going. And then if it's something that you guys like, I can, do it live with you guys. Otherwise, I could just end up doing it on my own and show you the finished project. But I have 2 of these. Where's the other one? They're slightly different, but they're the same size. And, so they'll need the same size to sit them on. Oh man, I forgot how big these things were. I totally forgot. So anyway, so that's where we're going, guys. Just want to let you know. And I'll be working on the pattern. And then on Wednesday at our normal time, I'll show you where I've progressed either on the pattern itself or if I've already cut it out and started putting it together. I'm not sure. It'll evolve. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for showing up. Now you know the things over there drying with the hinge, and then I'll be putting a little piece of the same fabric on the inside to stabilize it a little bit. And then that thing might be done. And if I add anything else, I'll let you guys know on Wednesday if I add a little something here or there. Alrighty? All right. Thanks again, guys. And see you for sure on Wednesday, 7 Central, right here. Have a good evening, guys.